meeting.
Okay, Village of Carroll Stream meeting, May 18, 2020, 6 p.m. Chicago time. Call the meeting to order. Mayor called, or clerk called the roll.
Trustee Zalick?
Here.
Trustee LaRocca?
Here.
Trustee Geezer?
Here.
Trustee Fruzzoloni?
Here.
Trustee Schwarzy?
Here.
Trustee McCarthy?
Here.
Mayor Savarino?
Here. The Pledge of Allegiance, if everyone would stand. I pledge allegiance
To the flag
Flag
of the United
States of America,
to the republic
and to the
republic
For which it stands,
stands
under
one
God,
nation,
Nation,
Under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
visible
with
liberty
liberty
and
and justice for all.
for all.
Well, that was wonderful. We got it in 17 verses from 7 of us, so that was good. Do we have any, we have approved minutes of our April 20th, 2020 Village Board meeting?
So moved, Trustee
Trustee
McCarthy.
Geezer,
Moved by Trustee McCarthy, seconded by Trustee Geezer. Clerk call the roll.
Trustee Zalick?
Aye.
Trustee LaRocca?
Aye.
Trustee Geezer?
aye.
Trustee Fruzzoloni?
Aye.
Trustee Schwarzy?
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy?
Aye.
Tia, I am supposed to ask you, do we have any addresses from the audience for our 3-minute session?
Let me
Under-
refresh the page one more time to confirm that nothing has come in. We have received no addresses from the audience.
There being none, we will move right along to the public hearing for an amendment to an annexation agreement for the CMC Building Group LLC property at 27 West 333 North Avenue. This public hearing was noticed to receive comments on a proposed amendment to the annexation agreement of the CMC Building Group LLC property at 27 West 333 North Avenue. However, the amendment is not ready to review for action by the village board. Staff requests that the public hearing be opened and immediately continued until June 15th, 2020. So I have a motion to open the public hearing.
So moved, Zalick.
Second by
Second.
Trustee Fruzzoloni.
Clerk call a roll.
Trustee Zalick?
Aye.
Trustee LaRocca?
Aye.
Trustee Geezer?
Aye.
Trustee Fruzzoloni?
Aye.
Trustee Schwarzy?
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy?
Aye. Motion to continue to the, do we have to make a motion to continue it?
Yes, is there a motion to continue to
So
the,
moved.
okay,
Second Geezer,
clerk call the roll.
Trustee Zalick?
Aye.
Trustee LaRocca?
Aye.
Trustee Geezer?
aye.
Trustee Fruzzoloni?
Aye.
Trustee Schwarzy?
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy?
Aye.
Is there a motion to establish a consent agenda?
So moved, Trustee Geezer,
Moved by
Second,
trustee.
Trustee Schwarzy.
Okay, there you go. Clerk call the roll.
Trustee Zalick?
Aye.
Trustee LaRocca?
Aye.
Trustee Geezer?
aye.
Trustee Fruzzoloni?
Aye.
Trustee Schwarzy?
Aye.
Trustee Schwarzy?
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy?
Aye.
Acting Clerk Tia, would you please read what is on the consent agenda?
I will. I would like to note that we have attendee Joe Highland in the audience. And Joe, if you would like to submit a question, you can select the raise hand feature. You can also send your question to the board via chat. Okay. Consent agenda. 1 second, I'm troubleshooting. Jim Rhodes is having some technical issues. Okay. Boarding Commission reports. Plan Commission, Zoning Board of Appeals, number 20-0001 Grzebski Lane, LLC, Concordia Wireless, 265 Grzebski Lane, special use for garage and parking lots for motor vehicles not incidental to a permitted use, for outdoor activities and operations for vehicle, container, and material storage, temporary parking approval on gravel, recommend approval with conditions 5-0.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 20-0008, Lavin Companies, 558 Randy Road, special use for a contractor's office for outdoor activities and operations for storage of materials, equipment, and installation of diesel fuel tanks. Recommend approval with conditions 5-0.
Yes.
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 C, number 20-0010, A Car Lot Inc., 445 through 449 Randy Road, withdrawn. D, number 20-0009, Village of Carroll Stream, 2020 zoning map. Recommend approval 5-0.
Yes.
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 H, staff reports and recommendations. Approval of a temporary waiver to the sign code and permit fee waiver for the installation of temporary signs acknowledging graduating Glenbard North High School students within the public right-of-way subject to conditions.
Yes.
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 Number 2, 2020 Asphalt Rejuvenator Project be awarded to American Road Maintenance at the unit price submitted for a cost not to exceed $330,000 pursuant to the provisions of Section 5-8-3B and Section 5-8-14C of the Carroll Stream Code of Ordinances.
Yes.
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 Number 3, Amendment number 1 to the Schmao Road Water Main Replacement Project be approved in the amount of $14,022.07 to Thomas Engineering Group, LLC, reflects a revised total cost of $163,597.61.
Yes.
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 Number 4, award a contract for emergency streetlight repair services to H&H Electric for fiscal year 2021 in accordance with the pricing on the bid form.
Yes.
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 Number 5, recommendation to cancel, defer, or freeze $2,001,800 of general fund expenditures in response to projected revenue declines related to the coronavirus pandemic. Staff is seeking concurrence.
Yes.
Yes.
Off. I have a question.
Okay, we'll pull that off. Are we going ahead or are we waiting for the question?
We would proceed and then go back to that item. If the question can't be answered quickly, I don't know what the question is.
You know what? It might not be a quick question.
Okay,
I'm looking for some guidance from staff. So yeah, I would say move on.
let's move on.
Tia, are you with us?
Tia?
Seems like we lost Tia.
She's having some slight technical difficulties. She's trying to get back on.
Okay,
If you want, I could pick up where she left off.
We can do that.
Okay, under ordinances, we have ordinance extending the declaration of state of emergency in the village of Carroll Stream, DuPage County, Illinois, COVID-19.
Yes.
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 That is ordinance number 2020-5-12. Number 2, ordinance providing for an extension to renew liquor licenses and a temporary reduction in liquor licenses fees for classes A, B, F, I, N, and T.
Yes.
Yes.
That is ordinance number 2020-5-13. Number 3, ordinance amending the fiscal year 2020-21 village budget to establish a new seasonal position with the Information Technology Department to fill the position with the former NIU GIS intern for the month of May for a cost of $1,360.
Yes.
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 That is ordinance number 2020-5-14. Number 4, ordinance amending the village code of ordinances with respect to water service, water meters, water rates, and collection.
Yes.
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 That is ordinance number 2020-5-15. Number 5, ordinance approving a special use permit to allow for outdoor activities and operations in the form of the vehicle, materials, and container storage in the 1 industrial district, a special use permit for a garage or parking lot for motor vehicles not incidental to a permitted use in a temporary gravel parking lot.
Yes.
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 That is ordinance number 2020-5-16. Number 6, ordinance approving a special use permit for a contractor's office in the I industrial district and a special use permit to allow for outdoor activities and operations in the form of the storage of materials and equipment and installation of fuel tanks.
Yes.
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 Did I hear yeses from everybody?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure I heard that correctly. That is ordinance number 2020-5-17. Under resolutions, we have a resolution authorizing the execution of the official zoning map of the village of Carroll Stream.
Yes.
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 That is resolution number 3135. Under payment of bills, number 1, regular bills, April 21, 2020 through April 27, 2020.
Yes.
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 Number 2, addendum warrants, April 14, 2020 through April 27, 2020.
Yes.
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 Number 3, regular bills, April 28, 2020 through April 30, 2020.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 4, addendum warrants, April 28, 2020 through April 30, 2020.
Yes.
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 Number 5, regular bills, May 1, 2020 through May 11, 2020.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 6.
Yes.
Number 6, addendum warrants, May 1, 2020 through May 11, 2020.
Yes.
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 Number 7, regular bills, May 12, 2020 through May 18, 2020.
Yes.
Yes.
And under report of officers, treasurer's report, revenue, expenditure statements, and balance sheet for the month ended April 30, 2020.
Yes.
Received.
Or received, yeah.
Is there a motion to put those items on the consent agenda?
So moved, trustee McCarthy?
Second, trustee
Shorzy.
Fuzzy.
Roll.
Trustee Zalik.
Aye.
Trustee LaRocca.
Aye.
Trustee Geezer.
Aye.
Trustee Frusloni.
Aye.
Trustee Schwarzy.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
The motion approved by unanimous vote.
Trustee
So-
Geezer?
Trustee Frusloni.
Clerk, call the roll.
Trustee Zalik.
Aye.
Trustee LaRocca.
Aye.
Trustee Geezer.
Aye.
Trustee Frusloni.
Aye.
Trustee Schwarzy.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
So number 5 is off, and the recommendation to freeze $2,001,800 in the general fund by trustee Frizzle.
Yeah, I just have a question because one of the items on there is the vacant positions that we have for police chief, deputy chief, and police officers. So I just want to clarify that we are still moving forward with our police chief search, and the plan is still that once we have hired a police chief, that we will then fill the open deputy chief position. That is correct, yes?
This
That
is
is the only way.
Village Manager Bob Meller. Yes, that's correct. This week, Wednesday, we plan on going through the list and picking out candidates that we feel would be good to interview. After that, we'll set up the interviews. They'll probably be done remotely just due to the COVID-19. And then hopefully by the time we get down to the finalists, we'll be able to do in-person interviews.
Okay,
that
and
is
then
correct.
as far as the open police officer positions, I know that we were just going through the testing and interviewing process in March when COVID started shutting everything down. What is the timeline for at least filling some of the vacant police positions that we have, officer positions that we have?
Bob Meller again. We actually had one police officer that was scheduled to do the power test. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to pass that, so we had one class position open. So unfortunately, we don't have another one to fill at this time. We aren't able to do the polygraphs or some of the psychological tests at this point because they're closed down. So that's the reason why we put them on the freeze list. At some point in the future, when the classes open again, it doesn't look like we'll be able to actually have classes for new recruits until about November. So that we consider it a savings.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to clarify that these positions were not being eliminated. They're just on hold right now, and it's really more victim of circumstances right now with the way that everything is still shut down, and that it's going to take time for things to reopen, like the police academies are going to take time to reopen. So
Correct.
I just wanted to confirm that they're on hold right now, but it's really because we can't fill them immediately right now, even if we wanted to.
That's part of the reason. Also, when we have the new chief on board, a lot of that decision will be left up to the chief and the command staff on appropriate staffing levels. So I don't want to make that decision at this point in time.
I understand. Thank you. That's
Okay.
that's the questions that I had. I just wanted to confirm that I understood that what the plan was for going forward with these positions. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee Frizzoloni. Report of officers.
Oh,
Hold
we need
on. I'm going to make the motion to accept item H5. This is,
And trustee LaRocca will second it.
Is that trustee Schwarzy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Clerk call the roll.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee LaRocca.
Aye.
Trustee Geezer.
Aye.
Trustee Fruzzoloni.
Aye.
Trustee Shorzy.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
Report of officers, John LaRocca.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I don't have too much of a report, but I just, I want to thank our staff for doing yeoman's work during this unprecedented times. They have really stepped up to the plate and hit it out of the park. So Bob, to you and your whole staff, thank you very much for everything that you've done, and you did a great job with all the flooding conditions that we had with the recent rains. A message to our community, please continue to stay safe. Everybody stay safe and healthy. I'm hopeful and prayerful that we will open up our businesses very soon. I know they're hurting. And when we do wind up opening, I know everybody's still going to continue to be safe. This is a really nasty virus. And my thoughts and prayers go out to those that are affected, and my thoughts and prayers go out to those that have succumbed to this virus. My thoughts and prayers are with all of the families that lost anybody from this virus. And Mr. Mayor, that'll end my report.
Thank you, Trustee LaRocca. Stay safe. Trustee Geezer.
I too would like to concur with Trustee LaRocca and thank the Public Works Department, the police staff, and the village staff in general for doing terrific work this weekend with the heavy storms. I received a number of texts and emails from residents and saying how good of a job they did. So congratulations and thank you for doing all that great work. And just like Trustee LaRocca said, thank you to the residents for being responsible during this crisis. Everybody stay safe, everybody be healthy, and a big congrats to all the graduates out there, middle school, high school, and college. In fact, I have a friend who has a student who is a middle school 8th grade graduate this year, a high school graduate, and a college. So it's kind of like Joker, Joker, Joker. So congratulations to all the graduates out there, and congrats to the families that helped each child reach this milestone. We're all very proud of you. And that's my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Geezer. Trustee Schwarze.
Thank you, sir. I will repeat some of the thanks that we've heard already. Thanks to Public Works, great job out there this past week. Thank you to the staff for all the hard work, especially being able to, do $2 million worth of budget cutbacks. It's incredible to be able to do that based on what's going on with the economy and coming through with our revenues. They did a really nice job. That's not a small amount. It's a huge amount, and kudos to our staff for being on top of that. So I also want to echo congratulating all our Carroll Stream graduates from preschool all the way up to college. It's a tough time out there, but we wish you all the best. So good luck out there. And thanks to all the residents in Carroll Stream who are following appropriate safety guidelines and keeping their families safe and everybody safe. And if you do get a chance to shop our restaurants and all our essential businesses, please remember to shop in Carroll Stream. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Schwarze. Trustee Zalick.
I don't sound like a record, but I want to give kudos to our staff, including engineering, and the other boots, the first responders, public works, and police for closing off the roadways responsibly, putting the proper signage up, and just keeping our residents safe, especially during the two big rains event we had in the last week, record rains, I should say. But a special shout out to the DuPage Stormwater Management Department and Jim Zay for all their hard work that they put in to make the detention at Armstrong Park such a success. I think if that wasn't there, we'd have a lot more homes flooded. So thank you to them. I also want to give a big congratulations to everyone from the who are graduating, including the preschoolers, the middle schoolers, including my son Ryan from Benjamin, the high schoolers, the college grads, and all the higher education graduates. Congratulations and good luck in your future endeavors. Finally, last week was Police Week, and I want to thank our police department, because Police Week, that's what, you recognize the police department and all their hard work and pay tribute to the ones and the officers that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. So thank you to our police department, our award-winning police department, and keep up the good work. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Zalick. Trustee Fruzzoloni?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I want to echo all the thank you to our staff, especially the police department and especially Public Works. The past couple of days have just been remarkable. To see how quickly we responded was amazing. I was driving around on Sunday morning, and to see that we were on top of everything. There was barricades everywhere. We were getting constant updates, which was fantastic from a board level. So thank you to Joe and Bob for making sure that we were getting updated even at 3 o'clock in the morning, because even at 3 o'clock in the morning, we still need to know what's going on if someone asks us a question. It was unprecedented. And yes, if we did not have Armstrong Park, the reservoirs there, I don't know what this storm would have looked like. But it was very heartwarming to know that we got streets opened same day, whereas in the past, we know those streets would have been closed for 3, 4, 5 days, waiting for the waters to recede. So just an excellent job, Phil. Please say thank you to the Public Works staff. They worked their butts off. There is no doubt about it. And also, Trustee Zalick mentioned that last week was Police Week. This week, if I'm not mistaken, is National Public Works Week. So congratulations and thank you to our very hardworking Public Works Department. I don't know that everyone realizes that they're first responders, but they definitely proved these past couple of days with these unprecedented rains that they are definitely first responders, and they're willing to go out at all times of the day and night to keep this town safe. So thank you to our staff, and also congratulations to all of the graduates. You guys missed one very important graduating class. That would be the kindergartners. That's a very important. We've got a couple of friends that have kindergartners that are graduating, so that's a big one. But thank you to our residents for, we see parades, which are fantastic, and we're seeing very creative ways that people are celebrating. So please hang in there and keep doing it. All of these restrictions are not going to last forever, but for now, we do have to live within them. So please keep getting creative. It's been awesome to watch the creativity that parents have been coming up with for their kids, up to and including holding proms at their homes for their kids, their seniors, so that they could have their special prom night. So with that, I will go ahead and end my report.
Thank you, Trustee Fruzzoloni. And I want to thank you personally for calling in and seeing if they needed to activate the search team. I appreciate that, and you were right on thick on that, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. I was contacted by several CERT members that they just wanted to jump in and help, and I was ready for the call myself. So you know what? It's a great group of people. We're very, very fortunate to have them. So I'm glad we didn't need them, but they were ready to go at a moment's notice. So thank you, sir.
Just wanted to make sure I think that. Trustee McCarthy.
Just like everybody else, I want to congratulate all the graduates from kindergarten through college and up. It's a weird year, but know that everybody's still proud of what you've done. Staff, again, as everybody said, everybody did a wonderful job. I think it's kind of fitting that last week was Police Week and this week is Public Works Week, because they both showed how important they are, especially over this last couple of days with these storms. So, guys, thank you very much, and ladies. Everybody did a great job. Anybody in DuPage County who has a small business, DuPage County has offered is now launching a Reinvest DuPage grant relief program. So companies with less than 15 full-time employees and less than $1.5 million in annual revenues. You can apply through them, and it's just a great job on the county's part to offer that. Outside of that, everybody stay safe. Keep the great attitudes, because for the most part, everybody I've seen online and heard, everybody's keeping a great attitude, and keep it up a little while longer. And that's the end of my report.
Thank you, Trustee McCarthy. Laura, our clerk.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I do want to obviously echo all the wonderful ways in which the families have shown their child what graduation would still be like, and their proms and whatnot, and to all their creativity. I also want to say thank you to, again, our police, the Public Works, for all their outstanding work in light of Police Week and Public Works Week. And also, I do want to echo I believe it was Trustee Brusaloni, about the village staff with their keeping the board up to date with everything all throughout the evening. What an outstanding job. And I also want to say that our trustees on our board did an outstanding job keeping the public, keeping the people on Facebook up to date, giving them the information as soon as they found out, so that questions weren't lingering, and kept our village going. And so I really appreciate all of our trustees doing that. And just final, and I just want to say, please keep all responders, military, all these people that are still making this world go round for us, all of our essential workers, and please, youth, as in from little to even teenagers, young adults, please keep in mind that this is still very serious. You hear people out on Facebook, on TV, saying that, we don't need to be taking as many precautions, this and that, whatever. I'm hearing more and more reports about young kids and young adults that are getting affected more and more. So please stay vigilant. Please do your part, and please keep everyone safe around you. And I would like to end my report on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Laura. Mr. Rhodes, our village attorney.
Press unmute.
Jim, are you there?
I actually don't see him signed in.
Okay, so then we will go to Mr. Miller, our village manager.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just want to remind residents to complete their census. We actually had our first Carroll Stream census tract to exceed its 2010 response rate, which is over 78% of the residents in that tract responding. The overall 2010 response rate was about 77%. So we'd like to exceed that and hopefully get over 80% response rate for Carroll Stream, which provides increased or additional revenues for the residents of Carroll Stream. Also a reminder on traffic safety. Just to remind motorists to watch your speeds on the roadways, especially with the upcoming Memorial Day holiday. We will have extra police monitoring traffic to ensure the safety of our motoring public. The village's mosquito abatement contractor, Clark, began larval applications in roadside storm sewer catch basins. Their employees may be seen on bikes or golf carts dropping larval control pellets into these catch basins which are known breeding ground for mosquitoes. So if you see them, that's what they're doing. And then staff is preparing for a planned soft opening and return to full operations on June 1st. The municipal center will remain closed for to the public for the time being. However, when we do open, employees and guests will be required to wear a mask and maintain distancing, and we'll have distancing decals, I guess, on the floors to let people know how far away they should be from the customer counters. Further information will be available on our website and social media outlets. I also wanted to congratulate Deputy Chief Mike Zockert and Officer Tom Eby, who have since retired since our last board meeting. They will be coming back when we reconvene regular board meetings in our boardroom. So I just want to shout out to them, and I know some of our board members were at the celebration that we had in the parking lot. And then finally, many of our restaurants are sit-down restaurants in Carroll Stream, and they're experiencing a hardship due to the fact that they're not allowed to have people come in and sit down and eat. So what the mayor and the board did tonight was to extend the renewal for their liquor licenses, as well as provide a 50% fee reduction on their liquor licenses in recognition that the hardship that they're experiencing during COVID-19 economic shutdown. And then finally, happy birthday to Mayor Savarino, who had a birthday this past week. And that ends my report.
Happy birthday, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, thank you,
Happy birthday, Mayor.
Happy birthday, Mr. Mayor.
Happy birthday, Frank.
thank you. Another one behind me, thank God, I'll tell you.
More to come.
Crazy. Anyway, I want to thank the IT department for putting all this together. I keep forgetting them. We couldn't have these meetings if they didn't put all this together, and it worked out pretty good. All the kids that graduated from, and again, thank you, Mary, from kindergarten all the way to high school. Our grandson graduated 8th grade, and we got to congratulate him on an iPad, which is crazy, but it's the only way right now that we could communicate with everybody. My birthday was the same way. It was communication with all the grandkids, one or two at a time, depending on how many are at home yet. It was wonderful. We're in an unprecedented time right now. That we're in an area where none of us have ever been in. We're watching things on television. We're listening to people. We're following Facebook. I've never seen so many confused people in my entire life. I'm very concerned about not opening up, and I'll give you my reason why I'm concerned. Because I'm not sure that it's legal to keep everything closed, and apparently in some other states, they've gone to the Supreme Court of that state, and the judges reversed the governor's decisions and reversed the closing everything down, and people went crazy. And I have a lot of friends and customers in Wisconsin, and what I saw in Wisconsin drove me crazy, because as soon as the ban dropped, the bars opened and everybody was in there like nothing was wrong. I believe you could open. I believe that you could do it the right way. I believe with the rules in place, with the restaurant people that own the restaurants, that could be briefed on what we would expect. But if in Illinois that they do that and drop the ban completely and everything opens up, I'm afraid the same thing will happen here. I'm convinced that this is a killer virus that we have. Otherwise, we wouldn't have lost so many people and had so many problems. So I'm really concerned what I'm seeing happen right now. I mean, I'm trying to. I can't even tell you how many phone calls I've got and text messages and emails from the restaurant. They know I'm in the food business, so it's easy to communicate with me. I've been fortunate. I've been following this and following. We got a shortage of meat right now. I mean, there's things going on. You talk about, I don't know what else could happen. from floods to nobody working. We all look at things different. If you're home and you're on a pension, you have a fixed income coming in, and I don't mean Social Security, because that you can't live on Social Security, not in Illinois anyway. You got a fixed income coming in. God bless you if you were a teacher, a fireman, a policeman, or a public works worker, anybody that works for a village or a city or whatever. You have a fixed income that can't be really manipulated in any way. You don't have to worry if people are working. It's the people that I'm talking to that own businesses that've been around for a while or that started recently that can't afford to be closed much longer. You can't keep them closed forever. And I believe done right, and I put my whole sheet together and sent it in to Bob to have him, if we could get that to the governor. I really believe, I know he's standing his ground. I don't like what I see when people start protesting with swastikas and threatening people. I mean, we've all been there, not like this, but where he's at right now, I'm not going to tell you I like him or dislike him. I feel bad for him because he's trying to do the right thing, and people don't understand that. And when you start threatening families, that is a major problem with me. Our family should never come into decisions that we make as elected officials. And I feel bad watching him on his report today. I follow him every afternoon that he's on. I follow the president. They show him absolutely no respect. If you're a Democrat or Republican, that's your business or my business. But respect the office, that's all. It doesn't matter who's in there. We have no respect at all for this president. The reporters cut in on him. They talk down to him like he's there cleaning their house. And just remember, and I know how it is because I know how it is being at the top and how you all know it. We only live by the message that we're given by our people. And that's why we keep thanking our staff for keeping us up. He could only get up there. He's one man with, I don't know, 300 million people, and I don't know how many people he's got working for him. He can only report what they're giving him. And if Dr. Fauci can get up there in one day and say, don't worry about nothing, and then 3 days later say it's okay, you don't need a mask, then he says it's okay, but now people are dying from it. I mean, it's misinformation, and that's the problem with the electronic highway. We're not being honest with each other. We're speaking out of anger. I caught myself today, and I hope I didn't do too much on the governor's thing. I mean, I'm frustrated like everybody else is. It's a frustrating time, especially for people that have families. I feel really bad for people that have kids in school. I mean, that are paying and can't get their money back. I mean, this is like trying to swim across a lake. You don't know how deep it is, but you can't swim. Could you make it to the other end? You got to make it back. There's going to be people that are going to lose their homes, their cars, their businesses. These are our neighbors and our friends that this is going to happen with. So, I know we always say shop Carol Stream. It's going to be even more important to shop Carol Stream. When I look back at what we did and the heat and the pressure that we took and the meetings that we had, I am so proud of this board and the staff for holding their ground and putting the property tax on. And even some of the people that were the most vocal that came in were stepping up and saying, it was a good thing they did what they did when they did it, because we're going to lose so much income right now from the state and from our bars and restaurants. And I mean, we're going to take a hit like we haven't taken. This is going to be as bad or worse than what the economy was when it dropped in 2008. That's my opinion. And I want to thank the staff and especially my trustees for going along with us. As the liquor commissioner, we put that plan together as a group. It wasn't just my idea. It was all the trustees thought it was a good idea. And they all came to me with different people that they felt were being treated fair. And we put that the licensing on hold and saved them a lot of money. And I've got a lot of calls. I don't know if the rest of you have, but I have, thanking me. It's not only me, and they know that. I mean, I do what we do as a team. So with that, I could say God bless all of you for what you're doing. I mean, so many problems at one time. Bob, I know you didn't sign up for this. Joe, thank you for keeping me up on all the conference calls you got with the governor and with Mayor Lightfoot and with the rest of the mayors. I know I can't handle them meetings because I get excited and I'm going to say something that somebody's going to be offended by, but I can't stand stupidity. I hate stupidity. Mistakes anybody could make, but stupid things that we make, when somebody says to me, Mayor, I don't understand. I got 4 people in my house. We get in the car and we go to where our boat is, and only 2 people can get in the boat. My kids can't get in the boat, or me and my wife could go out alone. Does that make any sense? And golf, does that make any sense at all that you can't put more than 2 golfers and walk? And I watched 4 golfers on television. I was so excited about watching television, watching a golf game. And I mean, they carried their own bags. They played 4 of them together. And that's the way it could be done. You don't even need to, you can ride your own cart if you could. I mean, if they can clean a grocery cart, they should be able to clean a golf cart. Get in there with a hose and squirt it down and let the next guy get in it. I mean, we're making these rules so fast. And I always say that. Anytime you make a rule, you make a law, if you don't think about what the consequences are going to be, you'll pay for it later. And there, some of them, that's why people are getting so upset. 2 golfers an hour, or every 15 minutes, what is that, 8 golfers? John, say, look, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
8 golfers an hour, you can't even cut the grass and pay the people to cut the grass for that much money. I mean, you're going to burn that much in water in the greens. I mean, it's not, they didn't put a lot of effort in, they just passed them. And then I've got the calls about the $2,400 fine and a misdemeanor if somebody comes in the restaurant and goes in the restaurant and wants to pick up their food and they get caught. I mean, where are we coming up with these things? I mean, that isn't even American. I mean, that's crazy. That's why all the sheriffs are stepping up. And they're saying, hey, we can't enforce this. You're letting the criminals out of jail, and you want us to worry about somebody that went in to pick up their food for Mother's Day. This is crazy what we're doing here. This don't even make any sense. And I think somebody's got to figure this out of do we get back to what's sensible? Because we know, I mean, we live it every day, but does a billionaire understand what we have to do? And I know he can't handle the hard questions when they start asking him about where his kids were. You know, they're at the horse ranch up in whatever, Wisconsin. I mean, he was offended by taking those questions. You could see it. And I get it. It shouldn't be about our families anyway. But it's become about everything because everybody isn't in the same boat. The people that don't have food to feed their family and can't go to get food because they don't know where to go or don't know how to get it, or they can't get it because there isn't any. They have to feed their family. I look at, well, I don't want to get into it, but I can tell you, thank you to the police department for some of the calls that they've been on lately. God bless you. That's all I can say. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay smart. And with that, I'll end my report and say, God bless all of you for doing what you do, because I know nobody appreciates what we do, and I thank you. Meeting adjourned.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
McCarthy.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Meeting
Who
is adjourned.
seconded that?
John Zalick, trustee Zalick.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all.
Thanks, everybody. Stay safe.
Thanks. Have a good week.
Stay safe, stay healthy.